Hi everyone, it's Ash from FPL Hints, here to talk about the brand new FPL game called Fantasy Challenge. Before we get into it, if you're able to like, share and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. So before I talk about the new format, I'll talk about the previous FPL spin-offs, why this new spin-off potentially came about, how this new format works, the different challenges and some of the rules with this beta test, how to create your own team, and how to join my league. When it comes to like Fantasy Premier League and spin-off games, this isn't the first time. To my knowledge, the first ever time we had a spin-off game was Ultimate FPL, which came about 10 years ago. And with that game, it had an element of stick or twist. There was more to it, that you had your subs and you also had your reserves as well. I think you could have picked a squad of 25. And if you felt that a player for a given match day didn't score the amount of points that you hoped, you'd simply sub them out with a different player. That's something that really had a short stay. I think it literally had 2 editions and then it went away. It never really gained traction within the wider FPL community. For those that did play Ultimate FPL, they've got positive things to say about it on the whole. Of course, after Ultimate FPL, we had Draft FPL, a game that has continued for a number of years. And whilst it's not as popular as the main official FPL game, it's also got somewhat of a cult following in certain FPL communities. Now, when it comes to this brand new game, I feel that FPL have gauged a lot of feedback, and they've also recognized that by this time of the season, perhaps 50% of FPL managers become disengaged. The vast majority of FPL managers have completely given up on the game. So clearly there's a niche to almost create, dare I say it, almost like a free hit game whereby you could completely reset your team, don't have to worry about hits, and you can just pick whoever you want without the worry of the template or having to have a long-term commitment. So this new game, it's clearly marked there as a beta test. And with this new format in particular, it's considerably different to Ultimate FPL, whereby with that, it was almost like a replica of the FPL game. Now, coming on to Fantasy Challenge, with this new format, you can literally pick a squad every week. And from what we can see with the 3 challenges that are available, this is literally a 3 game week game. You can pick a maximum of 5 players for each game week. And you effectively reset your team completely after each game week as well. So in game week 30, you get unlimited funds. You can pick whoever you want, which is a dream for many FPL managers. And by game week 31, the challenge is completely different, whereby forwards can score double. And in game week 32, for some random reason, they've decided that Liverpool and Manchester United players can score double points. So in that instance, many would try and pick potentially 4 or 5 Liverpool or Manchester United players. And with this particular format as well, I believe they've also got a prize. In terms of how I've set my team up for game week 30, I'll create a separate video for that altogether. For the time being, I've simply auto picked the team. So Anana in goal, White, Aitnuri, Kivior. I'm not going to even just go through these players, random players who have been picked. Interestingly enough, I couldn't really see a FPL ID. So it'll be interesting to see as and when that gets generated. And if you want to sign up to the Fantasy Challenge, it's got a completely different URL to the main FPL game. It's fplchallenge.premierleague.com. For the time being, at least, if you log into the main FPL game, you'll be able to access FPL Challenge by clicking on the banner at the top. I'll also put a link in the description below. I've also set up a league for the Fantasy Challenge, so I'll put a link of that in the description below as well. So there you have it. That's Fantasy Challenge in a nutshell. The rules as a whole in terms of point scoring seem very similar to FPL, but then it's almost like having a free hit every week, and then you've got a new challenge every week as well. So it'll be interesting to see how seasoned FPL managers navigate this new game. And there you have it. Let me know in the comments below what you think and if you're going to participate in this new format. Take care and all the best.